Well, Little Meech got his ass arrested, and I can't wait to hear Mooch and
that
Jay.
watch.
Yeah, man. No, this ain't the watch. This was the gun.
Oh yeah, just recently, not too long ago.
Yeah, man.
That was this week.
Right.
That was this week.
Oh,
Here
I
we
didn't
go.
hear about that. Then I missed that one.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's let Jay see some of what 50 Cent did for this boy to help him get acting. Then we're going to talk about Meech going through the airport with his gun.
His new show is called BMF. Please welcome Curtis 50 Cent Jackson.
My dad called me one day and told me that he had been talking to 50 about doing like a BMF show. 50 called me and told me he wanted me to start doing acting classes. He was gonna pay for them.
Action!
This show is really my baby. Like, I put all of the pieces together for it. I looked at Lil Meech, he's a spitting image of his daddy. If I didn't get him when I got him and send him to acting school, he was going to become Big Meech.
So
yeah, he want to be his father.
Yeah, I did the reviews for that doc. It was really good. The only thing I got on a complaint on it is that it was 30 minutes instead of an hour, but I stretched it out. But that's because it was so good. You be really into it and it's over.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was good.
Now, Moochie, how do you feel? 50 has invested a lot in Little Meech. And this is Little Meech's second time getting arrested. Some people wonder, was it publicity? Was it hype? Me and T-Streams don't think it was. But the man got caught with a gun that wasn't loaded, but he did have a loaded clip. Trying to carry
he had
on
one of them long loaded clips where you like...
Yeah. So
you ready to get it on.
Moochie, and he didn't have a permit for it either. Moochie, what the hell is wrong with your young folks nowadays? You about to be competing with one of the best shows on Starz, and you about to throw it away?
Look, I feel like at this point, I know he's a grown man, but 50 need to really be like, look, you need to come stay out here with me.
I was just about to ask where he lived.
He need to get wherever he is. He need to move from where he is, because whoever it is, somebody's a threat to him where he carrying something like that. And it's just crazy right now.
Well,
I also feel like it seemed like I'm a shout out to Inga. She says it in the comments. He seemed like he want to be in prison with his dad. Like, he feels like, how some people feel like prison is a rite of passage. Like some people really treat prison like it's summer camp. I kid you not.
Yeah, I don't think that's what this is though. But some people think it is. I think it is that he young, he got fame, and the fame is the dope. You know what I mean? It ain't like he Shaq kid. You got fame of this, then you'd have pressures of hooping and this and that. Well, you the big dope dealer kid, you got the fame.
So you feel like he got pressure to show himself that, like he got to show that he's hard.
So here's the thing that I'm seeing, and based off of like my little experiences, which not on this level, nowhere near. But so you young and coming across money, you're already kind of dumb because you young, and if you don't have the right people around, you're gonna have access and do stuff that's stupid. You're gonna buy guns and stuff because if you young and don't have money, you won't have the money. But if you got money, you'll just do stuff. You won't go get the permit and this and that, or you won't do this and all of that because you're young and you're not thinking about getting caught and all the drama that could be done. You want the gun right now, and you got the money, and you don't want to wait, and you don't think, levels of, you know what I mean? You young, and that's where the dumbness come. You know what I mean? If you older, you'd realize this 2-3 hours is worth going to jail or having tickets. You know what I mean? And get this. So I think, and then his circle that he trying to hang around and press, just like getting a watch. You got $100,000-$200,000 watch on that you leave to get a $400,000 watch. You trying to hang and impress, and you know what I mean? Do this. You already got a great watch. It's a house, a really nice house. You want to even bigger. You know what I mean? Like, so you surrounded with all this influences that are not the most positive, because they can say what they want, and then he's acting in it, which sometimes if you young, like he just started in this acting world, you playing your father, you've been living this, everybody tell you look like it, you're doing this, like maybe this wasn't the best first role like this, because now he might not separate, you know what I mean, like the life from the, you know, really living it and acting. And then when he ain't acting, what does he do? Who does he hang with?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I get
what
it.
Is he doing? You know what I mean? He probably hanging with who they say he was with. His friend, he was something when that watch came up. And so it was some famous rappers or some other people or something. So you trying to keep up with people in this circle, that circle, you known as this, that, and the other. And I think he's just not making the best decisions, young, dumb, and full of money.
I thought you was
not
gonna
a
say
good
the
combo.
other thing.
Right. That too, but money is probably worse, because now, and that little bit of fame, and it's the wrong fame.
But
You know what
I
mean?
beg to differ. It's not like he didn't come from money. This was
they
a kid that his father
supposedly-
probably gave him everything when he was a child.
But he went to jail when he was 5. So that's a lot of stuff. You was in kindergarten. So like, really, how much does that mean to you now that he's gone? You got to really pretty much go your whole life. And I don't know the details, but how much money did they keep after it was gone to jail? So you know what I mean? I don't know how they lived their life. Did he still live like a rich person, his mom and them, or
I don't think he could, because they probably froze and seized everything. Now that you said that.
Yeah, I thought so too. I mean, how could she be still balling and doing this if he just went to jail and all this money? Like, where would she have the money and assets from? How could she had it? So they probably wasn't like struggling.
No, they won't struggle, but they won't out here balling either.
They
right.
So, I think they had enough just to get by, but I still feel like
he probably make more money now.
I feel like his father really needs to get in his ear, where he's like, "Look, man, you getting an opportunity. You getting an opportunity to be me and live and do this whole thing." And you don't even have to do the street life. I got this prepared for you. You don't even have to do the things that you're doing.
Let me ask you this though. So y'all both saw the documentary, right? And do you think Meech, the father, Big Meech, is actually like Che? Because my, perception is I think he's still like proud of those days.
Well, so yeah, he seemed like he is.
I don't think he might tell his son
any hustler is out until they get caught. They like, man, back then, I was balling. I had this, I had that. Yeah, plus, of course he's telling his stories.
Yeah, plus he said he wouldn't change a thing at all, even in the doc. Even
I saw it. I know exactly what part you're talking about.
Yeah, so that's.
But I still feel like he needs to be in his son's ear. Like, yo, you don't got to do what I did.
I think he think it's good that he's playing him and doing this.
Oh no, he likes that part.
Right.
But I'm talking about this. Holler at you. You need to talk to your son and pull his coattail and be like, look, I don't want you in here with me.
Right.
I'm giving you got an opportunity. Because of the things that I've done, you have been presented with an opportunity that anybody could want.
Oh, that's an opportunity.
Because the average hustler that was balling out like that, all they getting is a documentary. Mm-hmm. He's got a whole series, so he has an opportunity to turn his life around. And to top it off, he was on Utopia too.
Right.
Euphoria.
Euphoria. So the daddy said in the documentary. The daddy even said in the documentary, because of what he did, his son shouldn't have to do what he did. Daddy said that in the documentary.
And I agree. That's why you need to really be like, look, check your kid. Talk to him. But sometimes I don't care how old they are, you try to tell them that the stove is hot, some of them still want to touch it.
Yep.
Yeah, he got blessed with being given basically the lead of a TV show because you the son of the person they talking about.
Exactly.
Like they trained you for that. Just because
That'd be like
that's a gift.
That'd be like if LeBron James did a show and Bronny James got to play him in the show. You know, like it's a blessing.
They
And
made
then
a
his
big
acting
deal.
career took off. No, that's all I was gonna say. And then his acting career took off. You know.
Yeah, I was gonna say they made a big deal about LeBron and Camilo's sons playing against each other this week.
Yeah,
like
that
was like a really big deal.
That was Scott. It was a lot of people's son.
A lot of celebrities did.
I know.
I think both of his sons was playing in that game. Both of LeBron's sons was playing in that game.
Yeah, they was. They was.
So, ladies and gentlemen, please post your comments in there for us about Big Meech, Little Meech, and hopefully he won't lose this opportunity that he got. Again, check us out on our social media. We got IG, we've got Twitter, podcast. This show will be up on the podcast within 20 minutes. And go check a brother out on TikTok, man. Last thing we're going to cover, and then we out of here. So y'all know 50 Cent had a little beef with Starz. He was frustrated with Starz, said he was going to leave Starz, start his own damn network. Y'all remember him talking all that jive? And who was the first one to say 50 ain't starting his own network? Because that's a lot of money. You know, now that I'm behind the scenes learning how you get things produced, 50 is not trying to come out of the pocket with the kind of money it's going to take to produce TV. So 50's got one more new show he's going to produce with Starz, and he's saying this is the last show, and it's probably not. As long as Starz is going to pay him, he's not leaving. He is going to be doing a UK-based boxing drama called Fightland with Starz. Despite having multiple grievances with the network, this was the last show 50's gonna do. J-Mo, first of all, do you want to see a UK boxing documentary? And secondly, do you think 50 really leaving?
So, one thing about me, people that watch my show, you know, I love me some good docs. So, you know, I love me a good doc. I'm in it. So I watch it, knowing that the UK is probably some bare knuckle gypsy brawler craziness. You know what I mean? And from the stories I heard, I got a friend in the UK that I talked to, man. That's some crazy stories. So I would love to watch that if it's like that. You remember the movie Snatched with Brad Pitt? Put that on there as a doc. I'm in there. So I don't know if that's what this is, but I'll give it a chance. As far as him producing his own stuff, I already knew that wasn't going to happen as well when he first said that, because he don't have that kind of money. Now, if at least not to produce on this level, you know.
Right. Exactly.
Now, if Kanye would have said it before he started losing so much and they basically trying to put him out of, you know, whatever, he had $1 billion, you could start doing some stuff, you know what I mean? Putting stuff together, you know. But, you know, I don't think that's the case. So plus a lot of people don't understand the business in the sense that you forget as a viewer how many shows you watch that get canceled. That's money lost. They spent money paying for that, and then it went out. People didn't watch it, so it didn't sell, so they lose money. So every show don't do well. You know, 50 has been lucky to have
very lucky.
Yeah, very lucky.
Very lucky
fan base that supports almost everything, because that comedy show on BET didn't do too well. No. And that For Life fell off, fizzled out. Yeah, but the Starz has been really good, and he's been successful there. And I look at it a lot as kind of a publicity stunt and marketing.
Exactly.
Know, a bit, yeah. And so I don't think so. I think we'll see more. And you know, maybe he may do the deals differently where he may have more control or ownership. But I think he'll be there for a little bit, at least another couple years, a year or two at least.
What you think, Moochie? And I'll throw this in there to caveat what Jay said. ladies and gentlemen, it is ridiculous how much money they're spending on TV shows nowadays. TV show. We just sat here and said Monet is getting paid, Mary J. Blige, $400,000 for 10 episodes. That's just her salary. That ain't wardrobe, that ain't makeup, that ain't special effects, that ain't the cameraman, that ain't the light, that ain't the sound, that ain't none of that other stuff you got to produce. And so, no, I was like, no, he's not.
So
going
just
to take
her and Method Man alone, that's $8 million on that budget for that show.
I feel like with Monet, I feel like she using her own wardrobe because she always could dress with that. But getting on to this thing with 50, I thought he had a deal with Peacock. What's up with that?
He probably got multiple deals with different stuff for different things.
Okay, so he got the deal with Peacock. He's supposed to be coming with some shows over there. And Jay, you right with the bare knuckles. I don't know if you're look. I like watching boxing. I watch UFC. I watch boxing. I like sports and stuff like that. With the bare knuckles, those rounds be mad short, and they be some good fights. So I would love to watch something like that. If it's a series like where it's like some kind of Fight Club situation, I would watch it.
Yeah, because I've never seen a documentary like that. I'm sure it's probably one out there, but I've never seen it.
They do bare knuckles. I was taping those fights because sometimes we'd be live and stuff like that. Them fights ain't no joke. And most of the time, those things go on in London anyway. And it be them Irish dudes, and you know they like to box. So it be some good fights.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like when my friend in England was telling me this, I thought that this was like stuff people say or it was a joke over here, but gypsies are real. And like, well, you know, when people, they say you gypped me or whatever, well, that's coming from gypsies. He was talking about all the stuff they be doing or whatever. Well, one of the things he said was
leave town.
Exactly, and sit on your land for free. But one of the things he said, they got that big bare knuckle culture, which a lot of people that follow boxing may know about Tyson Fury. You know, a bare knuckle champ. His father, bare knuckle champ. They like all bare knuckle. So that's why these dudes can't beat this man with gloves on. Like, dude used to fight with nothing. You just fighting.
Yeah, so this is nothing to him. This is like he got, you know.
And
he knows how he can take a hit.
Yeah. And bare knuckle go until you drop, you know. A lot of times it's short, but if you fighting some champs, they be going for a while.
I know most of the time the bare knuckle fights I was watching, they only be 3 rounds. But it's like they get in there and get it done the first round where you be like, oh, like it happens so fast sometimes. Yeah. You sometimes miss it. It'd be like a Tyson fight.
I mean, a lot of dudes get knocked out from rib blows in bare knuckle fight.
Yup, where they get hit where they down on their knees and everything.
Yep, they be through. So
it's a real fight.
It's a real fight. It's a street fight.
It's a street fight.
They use a term called Pier 6 brawl. That's exactly what the hell it is. It's a Pier 6 brawl out there. No, nothing on your hands, no protect. If you got them sharp ass knuckles.
Not with the bare knuckle thing I was watching, they usually wrap their hands up. But the rounds be three rounds. It was a girl, it was a chick. And she got hit one time, she started crying. She stopped for a couple minutes. Then she got the girl hit her again. And then she was like, I quit. So, you know, you get hit like that. She's seeing stars, purple stars, blue moons, orange stars, green clovers, and blue diamonds. So she's seeing everything. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
be good.
we out of here on that, man.